Alright, welcome back to Elder Scrolls Online. Let's pick up with more Thieves Guild. Alright, I must once again ask for your help and advice. I have a solution to the situation with my old friend, but it's hard to explain. I'd prefer to show you in person instead of writing the details here. Meet me near the docks. You can find me in one of the warehouses overlooking the waterfront. I'll see you there and explain everything. Walk softly. Okay. Everyone has a price, so... Okay, there are two. Let's take a look. What is this? It's interesting. Velsa is here, but she's also at her secret hideout at the same time. She's in more than one place at the same time. What's this, a tip board? Rumors that the guild is a... no, we need to take... a good string of safe box robberies ought to dispel that myth. No, let's check the other quest and see. These guys want us to go on a crime spree just robbing. Let's see if there is anything else. I think I'd rather do a heist or an item recovery. Heist boat. Thieves Guild uses this word. Yeah, we know. Let's check today's listing. Sniffed out another bunch of squatters making use of the hideaway. Looks like they're holding product too. We should move in immediately, but try to keep a low profile and we might leech off them for a while before they catch wise. Okay. We'll take that heist. Farandar. Professionalism. You don't see that every day. The thugs patrolling the hideaway are an exception. It is of utmost importance if you're going after treasure here, not to be spotted at all. The occupants will whisk away their goods at even the hint of an invader. That said, make good use of the secret passage. It is lightly patrolled and a good place to lie low if things get tight. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. Okay, this guy is a fence. Let's see if we can,
No question.
Fences do not actually offer the option to repair items. And we have armor that's in dire need of repair. Or maybe we can do it. No, this is a guild trader. Yeah, we should be able to repair our stuff here.
Why let tap?
So let's go see if Rice Spencer has something for us as well. If it does, that will be 3 missions in one day. They'll get us places. Okay, let's check. Oh, Spencer Rye has something as well. That's awesome. A captain and his crew ran afoul of a Mormon. Oh, this is a thrall cave? This quest is actually a repeat, if you guys remember it. We did it recently. First, let's take a few items from our provisioners here. All right, first, should we go? Let's go meet Walk Softly because his is the quest that has not been done yet. So let's go do that one first. Well, that jump almost killed us. See, where is that? Where is he? He's probably up there. I do not see this guy. But let's just keep climbing up. Oh yeah, here it is.
You've made a big mistake this time, you lizard! My agents will find me, and then I'll have your hide for a handbag!
Here she is. I gotta say, actually, I like the way Walk softly does things. Alright, let's talk to him here and see.
It took some time, but I finally figured out the best way to teach Anais a lesson. I promise this will make perfect sense to you shortly, my friend.
What are we doing here? And, is that Anais that's tied up back there?
Trust me, stay calm a moment longer, and all will become clear.
Alright, I'm listening.
My associate has returned with the reply from your mansion. Would you like to hear it?
Ransom! Is that your plan? My steward is under strict orders not to negotiate with kidnappers.
He said, and I'm paraphrasing here, that's preposterous. She's not worth half that much.
That old goat! With me out of the way, he's probably hoping to take over the business. Have you contacted my mother?
She's in Rothgar this time of year, isn't she? Discussing trade agreements. We don't have time to reach out to her.
Untie me and we can forget all about this, Walks. For old time's sake? Are you listening to me?
Okay, let's talk.
Thanks for your patience with all of that. I hope I sounded convincing.
Want to explain to me what we're doing here now?
Anais needs to see the errors of her ways. People aren't property. They aren't supposed to be sold and traded, and they certainly shouldn't be turned into slaves.
So you kidnapped her and demanded a ransom.
There was no request for a ransom. I made that all up to scare her. No one even knows she's missing yet, and I'd like to keep it that way.
Then what are you planning to do with her?
Take these letters. I don't want her family's agents to come looking for her yet, so I forged them to explain her absence. Just plant them in the Velmont mansion, and that will give me all the time I need.
Time to do what?
Time for Anais to consider her situation, to see if being trapped and powerless changes her outlook on keeping pets and slaves. When she's learned her lesson, I'll set her free. Meet me at the Thieves' Den after you plant the letters.
Alright, I'll plant these letters in the Velmont mansion. Looks like we have the wrong entrance. hope we actually don't get spotted while we're trying to pick this lock. Are we yeah, we're trespassing. Great. Already we're in danger of being spotted. Let's go now.
You're as welcome here as a Horvor in heat. Guard!
Who spotted us? Whatever.
I could use a break.
Okay, we need to go upstairs. Are you kidding me?
Busy.
Yeah, there was no way we're gonna get away from that. He's seated right there.
You must like being in trouble or you'd be gone.
Whatever. I would love to kill him, but let's just get this over with.
You're in trouble now. Should have left while you had the chance. I'd look the other way for some people, but not for me.
As long as our bounty does not go up, I'm fine with that.
No prize too heavy. You'll certainly pay for that.
Okay, nobody's in here. Okay, we got lucky there, but no big deal. Let's just keep going. Okay, now we have plant the letter to Percy Velmont.
I told you to get out! Now you're in for it!
Wait, were they talking to us? Surely this is not the way. Okay, we need to go upstairs. Okay, that there is bad news. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, we're gonna have to wait here for her. Let's just wait here, and once she comes out, we can just head in there and plant the letter. Okay. Let's find a place to hide. Yeah, that was the real miscalculation. But we ended up finding a book. The Merchant Lords of Abaz Landing. 4. When the merchant houses of Abaz Landing were first established, one stood out from the rest, significant not only for its unusual leader, but for the type of business that she decided to trade in. The Khajiit, who called herself Tazara, formed the Tazara cartel to handle the despicable but necessary slave trade moving through the port city. The powerful Tazara, one of the only few women in a Khajiit history to take the male honorific Ra as her own, formed a cartel that included Imperials, Bretons, Red Guards, and a few Khajiit. How could a Khajiit run a slavery cartel? Quite handily, turns out. The legend of Tazara grew as fast as the fortunes of the cartel, describing a woman who would sell her own children if the profit was high enough. In addition to processing Argonian and Khajiit slaves on their way to distant lands, the cartel expanded into the areas of smuggling and buying and selling information. Make no mistake, being willing to sell your own people makes the cartel extremely dangerous, as many of their competitors discovered over the years. Today, Tarzar Goldfang, the 6th Khajiit woman to take the name and title of the Merchant Lord of Tazar Cartel, oversees the house's businesses. She appears restless and unhappy with the state of the houses in Abaz Landing and with the state of her business in general. Whatever occurred to hinder all of the merchant houses seems to have hit the cartel harder than most. She longs to return her organization to the position of power and prestige it enjoyed in the days before the activities of the hidden house, so that she can claim the same honorific as her esteemed ancestor. Tazar Goldfang bubbles over with anger and ambition. She feels that Abaz Landing owes her a level of wealth and respect that, frankly, it has no intention of awarding her with. For this reason, she remains frustrated, anxious, and more than a little dangerous. My recommendation? Do not approach the Khajiit slave trader, not even with a 10-foot pole. So we're no longer trespassing. Before we head back to the guild, there's something I want to look into here. I thought we run past the lore book down here. Yep, here it is. The Red Curse, Volume 3. We've been reading this, if you remember. So the last time we left off, he had entered Red Eagle's tomb and he had picked up Red Eagle's sword. So let's continue. Red Eagle's voice, like velvet, pulled me toward the sarcophagus. He urged me to place the blade in the sarcophagus alongside his body. Like my Daedric benefactors, he whispered of power beyond belief and filled my head with images of us ruling together as I had always imagined. The room continued to press inward, and I felt cushioned and buoyed along as I laid the blade carefully on the ground and grunted through the effort of removing the lid of Red Eagle's tomb. I gazed down at the skeletal remains. The dank smell of the tomb wafting up to my nostrils was intoxicating. Here was the moment I had long dreamt of, and the voice of Red Eagle gently urging me on, which all came crashing down the moment I laid the blade in his grave. My head was immediately racked with a blinding pain, and I fell to the ground. My vision filled with a pulsing red light. I could hear somewhere in the distance the creaking skeleton of Red Eagle climbing from the grave. I saw visions of burning cities, my own flesh melting from the bone as I was consumed in flames. The voice of Red Eagle cackled, now in the room, and he circled behind. "Foolish child," he scratched in his inhumane voice. "You are no kin of mine." In a rush, I charged Red Eagle and managed to knock the blade from his hand. Picking it up, I charged from the room, his menacing laughter turning to roars of anger. Somewhere in my rush to escape, more animal than man, I lost the blade, but must have brought it far enough to trigger some sort of mechanism as I heard stone doors grinding shut behind me, and the pursuit of Red Eagle was cut off. And that is why I now live in fear, locked away in my study, hoping to find some way to destroy the horror I have unleashed on the world. Though trapped, at any time, another man, foolish as myself, may set him free, and I pity the world when that time comes. I fear for all of us, for us all. Interesting. So it's good that we got to actually finish the story. I see there's a quest here, but later. Let's go take care of what we need to take care of.
This is taking.
So he finally found Red Eagle, but the plan to release him and become his sidekick did not go according to plan. So now Red Eagle is free somewhere, in a dungeon somewhere, and someday he's gonna be unleashed on Tamriel. Isn't that nice? Right, yeah, let's return. Okay, where is he? Urgent message from Walk Softly. Alright, while we were both attending to other matters, that special shipment from my past was discovered and absconded with by pirates. I have to rescue her. Contacts throughout Abba's landing have told me that the shipment has been taken to Shark's Teeth Grotto. I'm heading there immediately. If you have the inclination, I wouldn't turn down your help. Okay. Let's go take care of that. Alright. Well, before we head out to rescue her, let's take a break. We'll be right back with more Elder Scrolls Online.